So Hannah, was there someone in particular that you were looking to connect with? Let me pull myself together here. Your grandma, okay. Well, I'm excited, Jessie. I'm excited for that. All right. So what I do while I channel is I scribble. I have notebooks full of just like, I can't even turn the pages, like just scribbles. So, and I like to look over here when I'm channeling because it helps me keep my train of thought. So as I'm going, I always come back and catch up on comments. So if I'm just like talking and, you know, I'm doing whatever, I do eventually, that spider is so big. And there's babies, that's cool. I do eventually go back and I catch up on the comments. So if you want to like, you know, talk and say whatever and I'll read it. This window, like one of these windows on the outside, thankfully, is full. It's full of a mom spider and her disgusting babies. It's gross. All right. All right, let's see. So you want to talk to your grandma? Just give me a minute to kind of tune in here. There's like an adrenaline rush when I first get on live and start talking to people. I gotta like, it takes me a minute to relax. On my website, if you want a reading and you can't afford one, I have a page on my website where you can sign up, and I choose like one or two a week to give a full why can't I, oh, it's because someone's here, a full private reading too. So you just, you know, you put your name and your email and you tell me what kind of reading you want, if that's something that you'd be interested in doing. And that's for like a full private. So it's one-on-one, like a one-on-one video chat. It's really cool. All right. Let's see who's stepping forward. Do you have an aunt that's crossed over? Hold on a minute. I have a few people stepping forward. Let's do one at a time, okay? Because otherwise it's confusing. She's blonde. Someone's blonde-haired aunt stepped forward. But she came with others, too. Like, they stepped forward together. Hi, Crystal. Can you use EBT? Ridiculous. All right. I wonder who she belongs to. she's very talkative. And she's wearing gold bracelets and like she talks with her hands. She talks with her hands like I do, except she's more bubbly, and like when she's talking, her bracelets are jingling. Okay. Well, if she's not for you, then I'm going to have her step aside. She's so bubbly. Okay, we want to speak with Hannah's grandmother, please. It's like a crowd of people. What the heck? Hold on, it's really confusing because it's like they all step forward together and they're all talking to each other like at the same time. I have hold on a minute. There's a woman with dark hair, but I don't know if she's okay. Can I get the room cleared, please? I just want to speak to Hannah's family. She's looking to speak to her grandmother. So if you are not her grandmother, I ask that you please leave for now. And if I speak to your loved ones, then we can talk at that point. But it's like chaos right now. It's starting to give me a headache. Please and thank you. That was crazy. Okay, so so this woman with dark hair stayed. It's making me so nervous. She's short. Okay, so she's an older woman and she is short. She has dark hair. That's a lot. Oh, holy cow. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it so much. Hey Gigi, thank you. I hope you're doing good too. That was chaos. That was crazy. They don't usually step forward like that. Like I've had people come forward together before, like sometimes a whole group of ancestors will come, but that was like going to somebody's family holiday party because the blonde-haired woman had wine in her hand and they were all just chattering. It was like my ears are roaring. It was just a lot of energy. Okay. There's something about seafood. I'm like out of sorts now. I'm sorry. That was really unusual. because I feel like I should be focusing on her. This older woman with dark hair. And I don't know if she still had dark hair when she passed away, but that's how she's presenting. Because, I don't know, there's something about her hair her hair being dark that stands out to me for some reason. It almost seems out of place, so it makes me wonder if it was just, the color that she had previously, like maybe before you go gray or something. Yeah. Or maybe she just had beautiful hair. I don't know. It's very straight, too. Like I guess that's why it looks out of place, is because it's so straight. It's like, what's the word? Pin straight? Oh, that might have been your mom. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay. That makes sense. Because I was like, why is there so much focus on the hair? Like, what about it? I was just trying to get more information. Like, why do you want me to focus on the hair? But that makes sense. Okay. Does she have arthritis in her hands? Because I'm looking at her hands and her fingers. They look like they have arthritis to me. And then she straightens them out now. Like when I see them, they look, and maybe that's just to show me, like maybe that's just my sign for arthritis, but to me it looked like her fingers were kind of bent, and then she straightens them out. Like once we acknowledge that that's what it is, she straightens them out as if to indicate that she doesn't have that problem anymore. All right, let's see. How long ago did she pass away? Just out of curiosity. Like it doesn't seem like too recent. And when I say too recent, recent to me is within the past couple of months. Baby, please. I feel a breath on my face. All right, stop singing. Okay, a few years ago. Okay. I wish I had a lighter. I want to light some incense, but my lighter is over there somewhere. Okay. All right, there's a reference to a teddy bear. I don't know what it is yet. having a super hard time focusing, and I don't know why. I heard teddy bear. And then I saw a picture of one, like a little brown, well, I don't know if it's little because it's not like I have a size comparison, but like a brown teddy bear that's significant for some reason. Okay. Well, the readings that I'm doing right now are paid, so you would have to either get in the line like that or wait and see if I have the time and energy to do anything after I'm done with these paid readings. Fly, go away. Wait, your dad has it? Is the teddy bear from her? From your grandma? Why does your dad have it? That's so odd to me. Yeah, because this is definitely something that was given to a child. So, hold on a minute. I want to try to bring some of her personality through too. Like, what is happening here? It's like trying to get information through mud. I don't know how else to describe it. It's so strange. It's so strange. Oh, I see. It was in a chest. Your grandma had issues talking near the end? That shouldn't affect her anymore. You know, like once they cross over, all that stuff stays with the human body. I feel like this is me. Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna grab my lighter. I think it's me, and maybe those, because it feels like when I had those women come in, and maybe they were just passing through. I feel like I'm in a train station. So maybe they really were passing through and that's why it feels this way. But it's like, just 1 second. All right. Let's clear out any leftover energy. Except for who I'm speaking with, okay? I want this room cleared, please, of everybody except for Hannah's grandma. Or perhaps any of her other loved ones, but I don't want anybody else in here, okay? So let's get rid of because I feel like she's trying to communicate, and I'm like, it's just, unless I am hyper focused on the image that she showed me of what she looks like, it's like I couldn't hear her. It was really weird. Ouch. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it, because y'all don't have to do that. It feels better already. It feels better already. Good. Okay. So, yeah, she doesn't have, she's not having trouble communicating anymore. She's referencing a phone call. Yeah, this is much clearer. I'm really glad I did that. I think she's just showing me how she had problems talking, because she's referencing a phone call, and she can't get the words to come out of her mouth. Like she's trying to communicate something, and it's like only a few words are coming through, but I can see, like the thoughts are clear in her head. She knows what she's trying to say, but it's like my mouth will not cooperate with me. And so the person on the end, they're very understanding. And maybe I feel like maybe this is you. Because I feel like a lot of sympathy and compassion and heartbreak too, because who wants to see their loved one in that kind of a position? And the frustration that she felt. Because I feel like she was a strong communicator before that, so it's like, I should be able to do this. Why is my body betraying me? That's what it feels like. Like, why is my body betraying me? And then I feel like and then it's like her thoughts start to get cloudy, because then, so she shows me this, and now she's showing me like fog moving in to her thoughts. And so then it made that difficult as well. Did she used to like to write? Because she's referencing her writing, and I don't think it's one thing in particular that she's referencing. I think it seems like that's something that she had liked to do before, was to write. Like, I don't know if it was, stories, or I don't know what it was, but like there's something about writing, and then that also suffering. Your mom did. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. All my payment options are in the link in my bio. I don't know. I'm doing one reading right now, and then I have Amanda's on the list next. And I don't know how long Amanda's is going to take, is why I'm hesitating. So, like, I don't want to have you sitting around waiting for 2 hours for me to be like, I don't have the energy. You know what I mean? if you're going to be on later, then maybe you could, maybe that you could do it then, but just for your own sake, I would wait. Okay. Did your mom help her a lot towards the end of her life? Because I'm seeing, hold on. Well, I don't actually know if it's your mom, so let me not say that. But she's showing me, she's like sitting in a bed, and then there's people like, there's somebody like, you know, bustling around the room doing things for her to help her. And it looks like a family member, but I'm not. And it seemed like this is something that she struggled with because she was always a strong person. Like I could, you know, I took care of myself. I could always take care of myself and take care of others. And now I'm the one that needs help. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I'm saying your mom, but like it seems like, so that makes sense. That makes sense why she would reference your mom. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's so hard. Okay. Do you know if your mom wrote something about your grandma? Because she's bringing me back around to that. And I feel like she's involved. I think that's why I thought that it was her that liked to do the writing. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. Like someone's writing and it's about me, you know, something like that. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. She said you're like, she worded this. She said you're like her little butterfly. Because I said to her, let's talk about things with your granddaughter. You know, like let's get really specific here. And then her demeanor softened. So I feel maybe there's like some unresolved emotions otherwise. But so I bring you up and her demeanor, her whole demeanor softens, like her face softens, and she said that you're her little butterfly. Was there a nickname that she gave you that's from like in another language? Because she said something. I don't know what it is though. because it's in another language. Or, you know, maybe from another culture that I'm not familiar with. I can't even think of something to give an example, so I hope you know what I'm talking about. I wonder what it is. It's something in another language. I don't know what the language is. Like, oh, I have an example. Like, in Bosnian, because I know somebody that's Bosnian, and he would call his son, it's just my son. That's what it means. Like, literally my, not son like in the sky, but my child's son. Sine Moy. And that's what he called him, was Sine Moy. And that's kind of what it reminds me of. What is the dog doing? Sassy! She's being naughty. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, it's something that's probably really common. I just don't recognize what it is. And she's saying it in reference to you. And it's coming across with a lot of, it's like a term of endearment. It's like a lot of love. Like when she says it, you can just hear the love in her voice. Okay. Maybe keep that in mind. Because, you know, maybe it was something that she said when you were little or something, you know? I don't know. All right, let's keep going. Is there a music box that you have that she gave you? Actually, I don't know. I think it's a music box. She's referencing something that she gave you that you still have. Excuse me. It kind of looks like a music box to me. Oh, you're taking notes. Good. Okay. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let me relax here. I'm so tense. I started to get nervous because of all that energy, so I need to relax a little. It's all right. Is there one special one in particular? Because it looks like you look at this music box and it makes you think of her. It's like every time you look at it, it makes you, it reminds you of her. But she sees you doing that. Is really what the message is that when you look at it and you think of her, she sees that happening. And I feel like there's this like warm feeling in your heart, or like, you know, like this warm feeling that comes over you. You know, like when you get a wash in the memories and, you know, the nostalgia and all of that. And when I look at it, so this is the scene that she shows me. It's so cute. Oh my God, it's so cute. You're looking at this treasure. She's calling it a treasure. You're looking at this treasure and you think of her, and then I see it looks like gold. It starts at your heart. You get like this warm feeling, and then the gold like starts spreading. And then she's standing next to you. In that moment, she is standing next to you and she's smiling, and then she puts her hand on your shoulder. That's the image that she just showed me. It's so cute. Oh, she's okay, awesome. That's so sweet. It's partly you, you know, obviously, but it's also partly from her. Like, I feel like that's her aiding in you feeling that way. So, you know, like, you would probably normally feel like this heartwarming feeling, but I feel like she's magnifying it for you, you know, and helping you feel it stronger. And I think that happens not only just by her standing next to you, but by her touching you too. Because, like, she literally puts her hand on your shoulder. It's so sweet. Because she wants you to know that she's not gone. She's not fully gone. Hold on, she's showing me a phone. You know, like, sometimes you wish that you could just pick up the phone and call her, because she's showing me a cell phone, and like I see the digit, like the numbers being dialed. There, 8 stands out for some reason. The number 8 is standing out to me. So it's like I wish I could just do that, but I can't because she's gone. And she's like, but I'm not gone. You know, you can't physically. Do you have like? I don't know. Do you have like a voicemail from her or something saved on your phone with her voice in it? Because there's something more about the phone than you just wishing you could call her. Like, I feel like there's something special in the phone that you're saving. Oh, okay. Okay. And oh, the number 8 I feel like is significant for some reason because she keeps showing it to me. Because it wasn't like I was seeing somebody dial a phone. I don't know how to describe it. I just see digits and the number 8. Like, I just see digits on the screen. Like, you know, when you type in the number, I see it there's like numbers on the screen. But the number 8, I see it on the keypad and it's like highlighted. There's something special about that number. I don't know what it is, but there's something special about it. Like, have you seen that number come up in your life a lot, maybe? It's definitely more than just like a lucky number or, you know, my favorite number or something. It's something really significant. Like, maybe that's your life path number or something. I don't know. Yes, okay. Perfect. She talks to you all the time. She's showing me you speaking to her, and it's like all she could do was listen. So this seems like at the end. And it looks to me like somebody else is holding the phone for her, like holding it up to her ear, and you are speaking and she's just listening. Hold on a minute. Hold on. There was a whole point behind that, and then I don't know what just happened. Oh, she talks to you a lot today, like currently, and she said that she was trying to make up for lost time, and that she's like a chatty Cathy now. So do you ever hear her voice in your head? Like, do you ever maybe like speak to her or ask her a question and get an answer where maybe you think like, oh, this is just, I know that this is what she would say, and that's how you take it? Do you know what I mean? Oh, okay, okay, good. That's awesome. Okay. All right, good. I never know. I never know where people are coming from and what they believe, and that makes so much sense. What? Because she's like, I'm a chatty Cathy now. I'm making up for lost time. And she hears me. Like, oh, that's so awesome. She said she's got a lot to say now. I mean, she always had a lot to say, but it's like she feels especially grateful now because she went through that time period where the communication was so difficult. And now she has like unfettered access to you. You know, obviously there's like barriers, but they're different. It's like I can say whatever I want now. Although I kind of feel like that's how she was when she was living. That she just kind of say whatever she wanted, no matter what. It was just like, because I said that, and she's like, well, that's not different from when I was living. Now it's just she has more direct access to you or something. She was fearless. Yeah. Okay. She's bringing up seafood again. Like, I don't know if it's sushi or I'm not sure, but she's brought it up a few times, and I couldn't pinpoint what it was, so I didn't really, I know I said it at first, but I didn't bring it up again. But she's bringing it up again. How does that resonate for you? Is that, because it seems like maybe that's something that she liked? It seems like it has to do with her. She said people listened when I talked. When I talked, people listened. it's like she has this, I don't want to say stern way of speaking, but maybe it's confidence. There's a word that's not coming to me, but because it's not forceful, it's not the right word either, but like it's just like I know what I'm saying when I say it, so I just say it with my whole chest, basically. And it made people listen. It made people pay attention. Like she got their attention and she kept their attention and they were respectful. Like people respected her, even strangers. And I feel like it was the way that she spoke. The way that, like the tone of her voice, the way that she came across. Like people respected what she had to say. Assertive. Perfect. That's it. That's a great word. She just showed me a star. I don't know what it is because I just saw a star and now it's gone. Like, I don't. What was that? I don't. And it kind of looked like, I'm trying to like recall it. It kind of looked like a decoration in a home. So I don't know if that's like the point of reference. Like this is, I'm just showing you a star, and this just happens to be one that you're familiar with, but it looks like one that I've seen before, where it's like flat on the one side because you hang it on the wall, but then it's like 3D kind of. Okay, I'm not sure. And it seems like just like kind of end that because I don't know if that'll go anywhere else. This star seems like it's in reference to her. So, like for instance, this is maybe something that she decorated her house with, and so when you see something similar, it makes you think of them, or something along those lines. That's how it's coming across to me. Something keeps pinching me. Like here's a star and it has something to do with me. I don't know. But she wants you to let go. She wants you to let go of the guilt and to know that, hold on a minute. And to know that you're doing your best. And how can you expect more than the best from yourself? what she's showing me, it looks like you're looking at your actions, or maybe actions that you wish that you would take or had taken, and like kind of being hard on yourself, like, why did I not do more? Meanwhile, you did your best, you are doing your best. So like, it's like holding yourself to these unrealistic standards and being hard on yourself for it. Like, don't, how can you do that? How can you hold yourself to these like superhero level standards when the best is all of us can do? All of us, that's literally all we can do, is just our best. And to be proud of what you've done and how you do it. Like, I feel like you put a lot of work into things. I feel like she's also referencing a career here. To be proud of the things that you've done, to be proud of the things that you're doing and the work that you're doing, because it's not for nothing, and it's not going unnoticed. It may seem like nobody's paying attention, like nobody is seeing, or or maybe there are people that are not being appreciative, but it's not going unnoticed. She said that you're too hard on yourself. Just overall. Oh, okay. Oh, what? That's beautiful work. That is so beautiful. Okay. The right people are noticing. That's what she said. The right people are noticing. It's like the people who are not noticing or who are not paying attention are not the ones that matter. The right people are paying attention. And I feel like that's in reference to like higher ups. It's kind of like when you have a manager that doesn't care, but like the owner of the business is paying attention and they see you. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like a hierarchy. Like there's one level that just doesn't care, or not paying attention, but the people that actually matter see. They are seeing. And to be proud of what you're doing, even if it is going unnoticed, because that makes so much sense now that you've said that, because the work that you're doing matters, and it's making a difference. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That is not fair that you have to go through that. That's not fair. It's so the people, that's awesome. So the people that actually matter are noticing, and it's the people that matter are the clients. I do feel like, I do feel like she really is meaning also higher ups. So maybe that's something to keep in mind, because I feel like you'll get some kind of confirmation at some point where somebody above that supervisor is going to say something where you're going to be like, oh wow, you've been seeing what I've been doing. Like you've been watching. I didn't know. Because I see you having a conversation. It looks like with a man, but I see you having a conversation, and whatever he's saying is like surprising you, and but making you feel seen and making you feel validated that whatever was happening with this other person, with the supervisor, is none of it matters, because it doesn't. It's like their opinion or lack thereof just isn't that important. She's wonderful. She definitely hears you. Are you thinking of going back to school or something? Because now she's talking about schooling. And it looks to me like furthering education. Or maybe you already are in school. She just brought up school. Your work is so important. She's having me reiterate that your work is so important. And it's like you're reaching in. Hold on a minute. It's like she's showing me a few different things at once. So in your work, I see that you are, how do I word this? That you are touching people in places in their hearts that nobody else has touched, that they won't let anybody near. They guard these spots very closely. But with you, they let their guard down. Like I literally see fences. But with you, they open the fences and they let you in. And what you say, and sometimes it's not even what you say. I feel like your presence and just your ability to listen and maybe validate touches them. And these places, they need healing. That's what they need. They need somebody that they can trust to go in and help start mending these fences. Oh my God. What a beautiful analogy. And start mending these things. Hold on, what was the other one? I don't want to lose it. Damn it, what was it? Oh yeah. And it's like you're reaching in to, it's like you're reaching into these dark places that other people won't reach into, and you're pulling people out. Like you are their lifeline. People are drowning on their own, and either they won't let other people help them, or I feel like some just didn't have anybody. They didn't have anybody, so it's like there was nobody there to help save them, or they were afraid. Like you see somebody that's drowning. This is the vision, the image that I see. It's like people see somebody that's drowning and they get scared, and it's like that's not even that it's too much work. It's like that's way too deep for me. Like I can't handle that. And so they just like back away and they leave it. And then you come in and you like toss them a life vest with a rope attached to it, and you just start pulling them in. It's like, no, you're not too far gone. You're not too far to save. let me help you, and they let you in it and you help them. Oh, you want to go back and get your PhD? That's awesome. I love that. That is literally what she showed me. So yeah, she is so proud of what you do and really wants you to be proud of what you do. I think that she's bringing all of this up not just to validate that she's around and she hears you and that she's proud of you, but I think that she knows that you also need this objective look at, like this look at it from the other side. Excuse me, because like when you're in the thick of it, when you're in the middle of it, it's hard to see it from like an outside perspective, especially when you're going through stuff like you feel unheard and you're unseen and people are taking advantage of you and not appreciating you. It's so hard to see all of the good that's coming out of it. But there's so much good that's coming out of it, and she wants you to feel just as proud of yourself as she is of you. And I feel like she's encouraging you to return to school. Like if that's something that you want to do, she's like, do it, because it's only going to help you help others even more. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. That makes me so excited. A lot of the work that I do is with people who struggle with addiction. Like a lot of the people that I speak to on the other side. So it's like, of course, now I understand why you're here. And now I get it. That's so cool. So you literally are, and that's what I say to, oh my gosh. Oh, I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. That is just beautiful. She is amazing, and she's so supportive, and she just absolutely adores you. She just adores you. Like, I feel like, if they get together in groups on the other side and chat and stuff, I feel like she's bragging about you to her friends. You know what I mean? Like, look at what she's doing. Look at how amazing she is. Look at. And she's mine. That's my granddaughter. She's mine. So that was incredible. She's incredible. And I think you're incredible too. I hope that you can I'm sorry, I'm like struggling to speak now. I hope that you can look at yourself at some point and see yourself and your life for what they really are. Just like look at it bare bones. I don't know why that comes to mind, but like look at it bare bones. And just see how wonderful you are and how wonderful your life is, like, and how wonderful your life work is and how important you are. Like, you're hard on yourself, but I feel like you should be putting yourself on a pedestal. And I mean, not in like a conceited way, like an arrogant, but even still, like, have some arrogance every once in a while. Like, that's allowed. Have some arrogance. The work that you do is amazing, and just you as a person, you're just amazing, and you deserve to put yourself on a pedestal and be like, yeah, maybe I am the shit. Like, maybe I am really doing the damn thing, and maybe I am amazing. You know? And screw these people that don't appreciate you because they're just blind. I don't know what their issue is. I feel like there's something going on behind the scenes with them personally. Like maybe there's some jealousy there or something. You know, like they see you doing amazing and being an amazing person, and it's like, well, I don't feel like I'm an amazing person, so I'm going to lash out at this person and try to hold them back or something. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like something like vindictive like that. So, which is so toxic, and like, who needs it? Come on. But screw those people. They can't see clearly, and that's not your fault. That's awesome. So maybe that came to mind because that's what, like, to remind you of how much she used to brag. You know, even when you're not doing perfect, even, you know, even when you're not doing perfect, you're still perfect in her eyes. She's wonderful. You're very welcome. Thank you for thank you for being patient and sticking around while I struggled at first. I really appreciate it because she's wonderful, and she, like, just being in her energy is nice, and hearing these messages and being able to give these messages to you means a lot to me. So it's an honor and a privilege to do that for you.